What's up, everybody? It's your favorite softy's favorite nerd, and today we're looking at Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. Slog or, I don't know, Slag. Okay. The reason why I say I'm the big softy is because I didn't plan on getting these units, but I forgot about my daughter and her fascination with Dinobots, so we went to Toys R Us and we saw them, and she looked at me with put the big green eyes on, and I couldn't say no. I gotta work on being a little tougher under the circumstances. Anyway, she got the whole set of Dinobots that were available because I have a soft spot for collectors. And I asked her if I could take a look at them, and she said yeah, so we'll go through them. I'm doing this one first because he's my favorite in Dinosaur mode. And I don't think that he's great, so it kind of starts to go downhill from here. Real quick, let's talk Articulate. Well, let's talk overall feel. He feels very light to me, and very, like, unfinished. Like, the pieces are kind of just barely together. But he does feel more secure than the, at least the Grimlock. The Grimlock is the one I have the biggest issue with, I think. But yeah, I what I do like about him is they're able to pull off some sharper angles because they used like a soft plastic for this and for these, and that's at least they got the job done, so I'm okay with it. I don't know. I don't like the movie design. All these like layers of slabs of things just piled on top of each other. But it's just the back legs seem unfinished. My main problem with these is that most of them seem unfinished. But then there's an Autobot sticker here, or a paint job there. And I would have rather them not put an Autobot piece on there in Dinosaur mode and put a nice one in Robot mode, because you'll see how it plays out. Otherwise, let me tell you what I do like about them. I like the overall sculpt of the head. I like that they can pull off some of the angles with the soft plastic. I like how low to the ground he is. He looks like an imposing, almost like bull type of Triceratops, and I dig that. And yeah, as far as articulation, this head is on a hinge, so that's all you get out of that. And I think the real Triceratops head was on a ball joint. I think that's actually like a ball and socket, rather. I think that's actually kind of pivotal to that animal's survival. But anyway, I learned this from my daughter. The jaw's on a hinge, and you get a really good gait there, so that's nice. These shoulders are on ball joints, but you don't get much out of them because this blocks part of it, and then the rib cage blocks part of it. Hinge for the elbow, and then you get a little bit of nothing for the front paws, which is lazy and dumb. The back, you've got these ball joints, so you could swing the back legs out to the side if you want, which is ridiculous. And then you get a little bit of a hinge, but like I said, it has this thing just has a hard time getting out of its own way. And then a hinge for the foot. You got nothing, no back elbow here, which is a shame. But the legs are kind of the best part of the transformation of all this. So, and then you got a little bit of tail, mainly due to transformation again. So. Yeah, this is something. These toys are certainly something. Overall, I like him the most. He's not perfect by any stretch. Here he is, next to my G1 Slag. Fixed. I had this one, when I was a kid. I used to chew on these units, apparently. Yeah, he's a lot more angular. There's a little bit more bite to the overall appearance of him, but it doesn't look as finished as this. Like, that's a dinosaur, no doubt about it. This is like a Dinosaurus, but if you mess around too much, you got a tail that comes up, you got legs that fall apart, and the overall look of the dinosaur mold. So I don't know. To compare him with his other counterparts, now these are my daughters, so she's been playing with them and giving them a rough go. But I think these are all the ones that are out. I don't really know because I don't really care. Yeah. So I'm kind of irritated that he's so small compared to the rest of them, but you know, whatever. He's like a baby T-Rex. That's fine. You know, we'll get into him soon. He's a gift and a curse in my opinion, but yeah. You know, there they are so far. Lastly, you know, you can stick these things. And these are soft. There's accessory, and there's soft plastic also. That's my kid upstairs having breakfast. Yeah, and then he can run and chop you, or you can pretend he's an airplane. And it's overall pretty dumb. My buddy Deluxe, he, you know, I'm happy for him because he can go to a Toys R Us. He's a big Hasbro fan, so he can go to Toys R Us and pick up all the little Hasbro toys that he likes now. And good on him, you know, pushing kids out of the way to get what he needs.
Ooh, look, the Dinobots.
Me first! But for me, I'm just not that excited, unfortunately. So let's get him transformed. Just lastly, there's no effort into paint, you know, as we've come to expect from Hasbro. It's just, you know, solid purple, solid gray. It looks like there might be some metallic in that gray, but there's, yeah, this is like a metallic on the light gray here. But outside of that, there's, you know, really nothing to write home about. So, transforming him, get the tail out of the way, bring these down, bring the foot around. There's a little cubby hole for it. Pick up the L feet. All right. And then bring down the rib cage so that it pegs into the sides. So unpeg it and then swing it down. And then you can bring the paws down. Swing this side of the rib cage out, or in rather. And then swing the fist up. Split the center open. Split the center open, then you got the paws down there, and you can kind of fold the tail on top of itself. I think the directions advise you to leave it like that. Yeah, and then you flap these down. And while he's my favorite in dinosaur mode, he leaves a lot to desire in robot mode. A lot. An awful lot. So, head, if you can get to it, is on a ball joint. It feels like, anyway. And the shoulders have a butterfly joint, kind of for transformation, like a hinge, really. And then the actual shoulder here is on a ball joint. And then the elbow's on a hinge, and it has a swivel at the bicep. And same on the other side. Waist. Good grief. Waist is on a swivel. Hips are on ball joints. Double jointed knees. And then a thigh swivel. And then you got this Autobot logo randomly sitting on his forearm, which is what I was talking about earlier. You know, I don't know. This guy's main problem in robot mode is that with all the kibble on him, like, you know, all this up here and this up here and, you know, all this back on the back and this on the back, he can't get out of his own way. You know, like, he just can't get out of his own way most of the time. And then you got these little paws hanging down there, and I don't know. He's $15, so, you know, he's kind of worth it in Triceratops mode. If you're a movie fan, you know, you'll love it. If you're not a movie fan, then you know, it's probably not for you. My kid seems to be enjoying them. She loves dinosaurs and loves Dinobots, but you know, she never transforms it. She just keeps it as a dinosaur. Because who wants to look at that? Not me. You know, I don't like these paws here. It's just, it's unfinished. It just feels unfinished. Nothing feels put together. Like nothing really tucks away. The only part that really transforms well and does its jobs are the legs. Out of that transformation, you get solid feet, you know, which can stand them up in pretty much any position, which is nice. You get a double hinge that doesn't look stupid for the knee, a double jointed knee, and then you get this swivel. You get ball jointed hips, which I'm not a huge fan of, as you guys know, but it all works. You know, the rest of it is just kind of a mess. I don't know. I'm not going to transform all the other ones and compare them, but I'm going to review them all, and then we'll see them at the end, okay? One thing I will give him is that because of the hinged for transformation shoulder and then the ball jointed ball jointed shoulder, you can get some really cool poses out of him. I will give him that. Triceratops mode is good. Robot mode is really weak. Transformation is really lazy, with the exception of the legs. Everything else is just kind of like, yeah, that's transformed, right? I mean, we flap these down. You know, we stack he's got a tail. And you're supposed to have it like this, which looks even worse. I don't know. I don't like the robot mode at all. I like the T-Rex mode, though, or the Triceratops mode. My daughter's probably having a heart attack that I just called a Triceratops T-Rex. But anyway. Yeah, I'll be back Wednesday with Scorn. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.